What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? Welcome to the chat. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. It has been definitely a week of a lot of things going on in the news, a lot of heartbreaking things that have been going on. And I feel like also if I could talk about the mess, I could talk about this stuff as well. So please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you bang that notification bell so that you don't miss anything that we have coming up on the channel. Okay, and also too, please remember that everything here is alleged, in our opinion. We are going to be talking about Miss AJ Owens. I don't want to say her first name because I don't really know how to say it, and I y'all know that I will mess up a name, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so we are going to get into this story. We're going to talk about this, and we definitely going to get into it. Okay, but before I do any of that, I do of course want to speak to you all. All right, what's going on? Simply Elegant One. What's up, Andre? How are you? What's going on, Too Feisty? What's going on? Mocha Drop. Okay, now. Uh, and okay, that's it so far. All right. Well, welcome to the chat. Even if you're listening in the bushes, happy Friday to you as well. Okay. So listen, um, I want to go ahead and get into this because I don't want to keep you guys too long. However, let's talk about it. All right. So we were told the other day by Attorney Ben Crump that there was a situation that took place in Florida where a white woman decided to shoot through her door. Um, Miss AJ was going over to confiscate an iPad, her child's iPad, okay, which had been believed to be in her possession. And this lady shot through the door, y'all, shot through the door. But the crazy thing about it is, the unfortunate thing is this happened in Florida. And we all know that Florida has different laws for different situations. They have different things that are going on in Florida. And so with this being said, I did notice that, it took them a while to go ahead and arrest. Now, according to the police, they were saying that they had to do further investigation before they were able to bring this to the forefront. But again, I want to discuss this because, like I said, if we could talk about other things, we definitely can talk about this because justice at the end of the day needs to be served. This lady was child, she was charged with manslaughter only, y'all. Yeah. So let's get into it. And then also this morning I did see an article drop where she had been calling the children the N-words, y'all. She had been calling the children the N-words. She actually told the police this herself. So yeah, we definitely gotta get into it because you old hag Karen, you're pastor Karen. Okay. I don't even know what to say because this is it's disgusting. What's going on, Nikki P? Hey Sharice, what's going on? What's going on, Jamie? Um, what's going on, Sophia? How are you? How are you? Yes, child. It just came out this morning that she had been calling them the N word. She had been calling the children N words whenever they may step on her sidewalk or whatever the case may be. So like this lady been needing to be off of the streets, child. I hate that someone's life had to be taken in order for her to, you know, because this is not something you just started doing. You've been doing this, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I want to get into it. Give me just a moment here. um I have one other post that I want to share. Hold on, and I'm getting ready to share my screen. And hello to everyone that is coming in the room. You guys, please make sure you hit that like button so that we can get this story out. All of the news media is talking about it as of right now, but we all know how that works, right? You only talk about it for so long, and then it dies down, and we don't want that to happen in this situation. So give me just a second here. I hold on. Okay, here we go. All right. So I want to read this article, or I want to get into this specific article here first. And then we'll get into the clips and the different things that are going on. So, this was reported from the New York Times. Now, y'all also remember at first they weren't releasing her name, they weren't releasing her picture, they weren't releasing anything. Okay, they were honestly, in my opinion, protecting this white woman that did not need to be protected. And that's just facts. You know what I'm saying? Like she did not need to be protected. All right. What's going on, Tasha? What's going on, Scorpio 15? Hello, hello, hello. Hello to everyone that is in the building. Hello, hello, Jamie. I don't know if I said good morning, but good morning or good afternoon. I'm sorry. Good afternoon to you. Okay, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen and then we're gonna definitely get into it. All right, so we're gonna go back a few days ago, from the information that we knew up until the information. And yes, I am gonna play the video in which she is walking with her head held down. Susan, I got something for you. Pick your head up, okay? Your head was up when you were shooting. So pick your head up. You know, when you get arrested, pick your head up. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, ain't no need in you holding your head down. You weren't holding your head down when you were shooting that gun. Okay. So let's get into it. All right. Give me just a moment here and let me remove this. All right, here we go. Okay. So a Florida woman who was accused of fatally shooting her neighbor after a dispute involving the victim's children was arrested on Tuesday, the authorities said. The woman, Suzanne Louise Lorincz, 58, was charged with, you know, y'all can see it right there, with a firearm in the shooting death of Miss AJ Owens, 35, of Marion County. The Marion County Sheriff's Office said in a statement earlier on Wednesday. Now, Miss Lorincz was also charged with culpable negligence, battery, and 2 counts of assault. Okay. Now, since the shooting on Friday night, there had been raising tensions and calls of concern over the pace of the investigation, which was complicated by the state's stand your ground law on Monday. Miss Owens' family held a news conference calling on to the to authorities to arrest the shooter. Now, this was a stand. They're saying that this was a stand your ground situation, but here's my issue with that. I mean, girl, you had to have given these police like a sob story. You just saw a black woman. I don't think that I don't know. This is really frustrating because just literally thinking how you were like you were waiting to do this stuff. That's the crazy part to me. She had been waiting to do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Right. I agree, Andre Carr. I don't think that this is good enough. And that's the reason why I said, just being charged with what she's been charged with, this just I'm not here for it at all. So anyway, let's keep going. Now, since the shooting on Friday night, there has okay, so I read that part. Now on Friday around 9 p.m., the authorities were responding to a trespassing call in Ocala, Florida. I guess that's how you say that. When they received another call about a shooting at the same address. When the authorities arrived outside Miss Loren's apartment, they found Miss Owens, a mother of four, suffering from gunshot wounds, and she was given first aid and taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Now, in a video posted to Instagram, Pamela Diaz, Miss Owens' mother, described the arrest as a pivotal moment. I know it's a long road ahead. And, I hate when people are dealing with you're already having to grieve. And then on top of that, you're having to literally like you gotta wait for this investigation. You gotta be you. like, it is so crazy just thinking about what she has going on in her mind as a mother. And so I want to send my condolences to her, especially and the children, the four children, because this can't be easy. This cannot be easy. What are you doing with the four children? Like, now you're having to raise those four children, though, and those four children have to be raised wondering what happened to their mother, only to know that a white Karen decided to unalive their mother over confiscating something that belonged to them. Like, yo, that is crazy to me. Now, authorities say the authorities said that Miss Lorincz had become angry at Miss Owens' children who were playing in the field close to her home. Now, she began arguing with the children, they said, and was overheard yelling at them by a neighbor. During the argument, the police said Miss Lorenz threw a roller skate. This old honorary heifer threw roller skates at a 10-year-old. Come on now, what mother wouldn't be going over there trying to figure out what's going on with their child? Like, why you playing with my kids like this? And unfortunately, law enforcement does not respond fast enough to issues like this. They are going to definitely put this on the back burner, especially knowing that this is a white woman. We're going to call it what it is today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it what it is today. They don't already respond in a timely fashion to something like this that is going on. So of course you're going to go over to try to handle this situation because you coming at my kids. You threw a roller skate at my child. Get out of here. Stuff like this really pisses me off, man. Now, um, I just anyway, during the argument, the police said Miss Lorenz threw a roller skate at Miss Owens' 10-year-old son, hitting him in the toe, and later swung an umbrella at them. But then, see, when the kids do that, they being disrespectful. No, because listen here, ma'am, ma'am, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't care if you threw the roller skate and dust blew up in my child's face. I'm coming for you, ma'am. Again, ain't no, like, we already know how law enforcement responds to issues. You would have known that if this lady would have called law enforcement, they would have responded. Not in this way. They would have put this on the back burner, pretending and claiming that they had other things to be worried about. Y'all know how they do. Oh my gosh. Now the children told their mother what happened, and she went to Miss Loren. I hope I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but they went to Susan's home. Okay, I know I'm saying that first name right, Susan. She knocked on the door multiple times and demanded that she come outside. Miss Lorenz then fired one shot through the door, striking Miss Owens in the upper chest, the police said. One of Miss Owens' son was standing next to her when she shot. Oh, the part that really bothers me is the fact that you knew she was coming to confront you about the fact that of you doing things to her children. And you want to take the cowardly way out, not come out so I can beat your ass. That's what you do. Really, you take the coward way out. You are definitely a Karen. And I really hope you spend the rest of your life in prison. And I hope they beat your ass in there too. Sorry. It's situations like this that really make me mad. I mean, come on now. Like, right, I don't promote violence either. I don't. But come on now. We got to be completely honest. What would we do for our kids? We gonna go over there and try to handle the situation. I'm pretty sure even if she was on some rah-rah, like, sis, You got to understand that you've been doing stuff to my kids. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And then you did this, and clearly you don't care about how the kids feel at all because you wouldn't have done it. And then not only that, her son was standing right next to her, yo. Man, Ben Crump and Anthony D. Thomas, lawyers working with the family, issued a statement on Monday describing what they said happened, which differs slightly from the account given by the police and claims that Miss Susan used racial slurs when yelling at the children. Now, mind you, this article just came out what 2 days ago, about two to three, 2 days ago. This article specifically came out 2 days ago. I didn't see that she had been calling them the N word, or as they said, racial slurs, but we're just gonna call it what it is. She was saying the N word to the kids. I didn't see that until this morning. This is absolutely crazy to me. Now, the police said that in an interview, Miss Susan had claimed that she acted in self defense when Miss Owens was trying to break down her door. She also accused Miss Owens of attacking her before. So that means that you're admitting when you say that she attacked you before, that means you've attacked her kids before. So what did you want her to do? That was the issue right there. You've attacked her kids before, and instead of being a grown ass woman and going over and having a conversation with her, letting her know what her kids may be doing that you don't necessarily agree with, you take the cowardly way out yet again. Now, see, every child ain't raised to handle the situation themselves. So they go tell their parents to then, because they know that's what's right. Tell my parents, and my parents can go handle this. You was hitting them with an umbrella. You was also throwing roller skates at them. Come on now. It's very evident if she's saying that Miss Owens attacked her before, that she has come at this lady kids before. Now, detectives were able to establish that Miss Susan's actions were not justifiable under the Florida law, the sheriff's office said. Now, sometimes when we do these investigations of this cases of this level, rushing into making an arrest is not the right thing to do. Sometimes, Mm, okay, sometimes, man. Sheriff Billy Woods said in a video statement, and we're going to watch that here in just a moment. Now, the shooting of Miss Owens is the latest of similar incidents that have renewed focus on the legal um, protections, including the stand your ground law for people who say that they've been in fear for their safety. That lady was not in fear for herself. I'm sorry. You was. Some have involved cases where victims have mistakenly approached the wrong house. Now, personally, I think it's a great law designed to help Floridians to defend themselves, to keep themselves safe, Sheriff Woods said. However, it does not apply in all situations, and in this situation is a prime example of when it was not justified, he said. It was simply a unaliving. And Mr. Crump and Mr. Thomas said in a statement after the arrest, while we are relieved that the woman apparently responsible for the tragic unaliving of AJ Owens has been arrested, we are no less concerned that accountability has taken this long because of laws like Stand Your Ground that exist. What does it say when a person can shoot an unalive and unarmed mother in the presence of her younger children and not be immediately taken into custody, questioned, and charged? The lawyer said. Now, Ms. Diaz said Monday in a news conference that her daughter had been rendered voiceless. We are here on her behalf, she said. We are here on the behalf of the four kids that are left behind without a mother. That is the most heartbreaking thing for me. Um, because at the end of the day, I'm like those four children, and they already done been through enough dealing with an old Karen like this. Come on now. Like I'm really lost. Again, hold on, too feisty. Let me find the city again. I think it was like Okola, something like that. I could be saying it wrong. Um, it said it somewhere in here a while ago. Hold on. There it is. O OCALA, Florida. So let me know what part of Florida that's in, please, please. Um, okay, so I made it bigger so that you can see it. Okay, there we go. So here are a couple of other things that I wanted you guys to pay attention. Yeah, this is a demon Karen, and all of the Karens is demons to me, but girl, you've been waiting to do something like this, and we just gotta call it what it is. We just have to call it what it is. All right. So here is the video footage in which she was taken into custody. Give me just a second here. Let me share it. What's going on, Kim and Nicole? What's going on, everybody that is just joining us? Please make sure you guys hit that like button so that the story can continue to fill these YouTube streets, because it does need to be talked about. It does need to be talked about. All right. So here was her walk into custody. And here's the issue that I have. You pick your damn head up. Okay. Pick your head up, because I guarantee you, when you shot through that door, your head was up. So I need you to pick your head up right here, because what this is to me, this is a coward move, sis.
Firearm, a first-degree felony with a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison.
Hold your head
This
up.
is Lorinc's mugshot. Fox 35 got it minutes before 1 o'clock this morning. First appearance begins at 9 a.m. We are in contact with jail officials about whether she is scheduled for that time. The arrest follows a...
Okay, now this was 2 days ago as well when she was arrested. All right, and again, my thoughts on this is I need you to pick your head up, because when you did it, you you wasn't, this is not what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here for this at all. Okay, I'm just not here for this at all. Now, it is stated that she did appear in court, so let me get into that here really quick. Now, we read that part. I'm not going to take you guys through that again. Okay. Now, Susan, 58, who was white, appeared in court via video from the Marion County Jail, where she is currently being housed. Now, according to the Marion County Sheriff's Office, she allegedly um, unalive Miss AJ Owens, who is black, on June the 2nd in Florida on the doorsteps of Susan's home. Now, Susan admitted to calling the children in the neighborhood the N word and other derogatory terms in the past, according to a police report. Now, the state attorney requested that Susan be held with no bond and said that the state should file a motion for pretrial detention. Okay. It goes on to also say that Judge Lori Cotton said that she will be held off on bond hearing until the state files a motion for pretrial detention, which will be scheduled within 5 days. Cotton said that Susan's next court date will be July the 8th. Okay. Yes, you do need to remain over there where you at. Okay. You need to be housed there. And don't you never come out, coward. That's how I feel about it. Now, the fact that she has no job, no property, uh, no property kind of limits her ties to this community. The state attorney said that Susan, so we asked that at least for the time being that she remains on no bond status. Okay. And I'm here for the no bond status. You do not need to be bonded out of jail. Okay. For what? Now, authorities say the suspect told police that she um unalived the 35-year-old woman, AJ Owens, in self-defense. Oh my God, this lady just tried to break down my door. Lorincz told the emergency dispatcher on a 911 call ABC News obtained from the sheriff's department. I shot through the door. Through their investigation, the sheriff's office said that it was determined that Susan's actions were not justifiable under the Florida law. At a press conference on Wednesday, Ben Crump, the attorney representing the Owens family, claimed that Susan often directed racial slurs at Black children around the neighborhood and antagonized them to not want to play. Okay. Now, Susan's attorney, the sheriff's office, and the state attorney's office did not immediately respond to ABC News' request for comment on these claims. Now, Susan mostly gave one word answers during the hearing Thursday. One expectation was when Cotton asked Susan if she planned to find a job, Susan said that she's been out of work for 2 weeks and had been employed in the medical field helping people set up doctor's appointments. Girl, you do not never need to work in the medical field. I'm sure you just got that job because that's all you could probably get. Okay. But you don't never need to anybody that has any ill will in their heart should never be a caregiver, never should work in the medical field. You should never do none of that stuff. Okay. That's how I feel about that. You do not got a pure and genuine heart. That's not the job for you, sis. Move around. Move around. I don't care if you were scheduling doctor's appointments. I don't care what kind of appointments you were scheduling. You'll never need to work in the medical field if you do not have a heart of compassion. That's just how I feel. We set up appointments for people who have Medicare and Medicaid insurance. Are you intending on getting another job? Cotton asked. Eventually, Susan replied. Now, Susan was arrested this week and charged with first degree, punishable by up to 30 years in prison if convicted, the sheriff's office said in a statement. She was also charged with negligence and battery and 2 counts of assault. Okay. In a statement, explained the conduct interviews with witnesses, Owen's children, and Susan are all scheduled to be interviewed again. Okay. They are all scheduled to be interviewed again. So just imagine those children having to relive this thing because of course the 10-year-olds or one of them, it was the 10-year-old. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Now, Owen's 10-year-old was beside her when Susan, unalived her, shot her. Okay. Y'all, I just, oh my God, my heart breaks for those children for sure. My heart absolutely breaks for those children because again they have to relive this over and over and over again, and I'm hoping and praying that the state provides the type of help that these children need to get through this because this is not easy. And also the mother, the Miss AJ Owens mother as well, like I'm praying that she honestly gets the help that she needs because this is not going to be easy to deal with at all. Okay, so I'm gonna read a few of your comments. She is a punk ass. Absolutely, you were big and bold with big and bad with your weapon. Right, hold your head up, sis. Um, old fragile rock looking racist clown. These stories get me activated for real. Child, me too. I'm trying to be careful with the things that I say because listen. I'm sure Big Bertha needs help getting an appointment on cell block 8. Well, she'll be able to book Bertha and whoever else that's over there. Big Willie, Big Nene, whoever. I don't care who it is. But I hope that they beat your ass. Oh, Lord. Mm. We do not condone violence. We do not condone violence. But I hope you the one that need to book an appointment. Mhm. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Cause nothing warranted this. Nothing warranted this at all. Like literally, lady, all you had to do was go over and have a conversation or come outside and have a conversation because you was big and bad when you threw the roller skate, when you was hitting them with the umbrella. All you had to do was talk to their mother and let her know what may have been going on. But you continue to allegedly throw out racial slurs. Come on, yo, like yo, I can't with this. I can't. I can't. This is crazy to me. This is baffling. This is baffling. And can we imagine how activated? Listen to how activated we are getting now, right? But can we imagine how activated we would have been being the parent of the child that you are throwing racial slurs at? Not only are you throwing racial slurs at them, but you're also um allegedly in a way abusing them, because if you throwing stuff like a roller skates or hitting them with an umbrella, that's not normal, yo. That's what that is. Like, I honestly hope that they find evidence or that they can get her for that as well, because like, sis, get out of here. A whole umbrella, a whole roller skate. You'd have really been looking crazy if that child threw that roller skate back at your dome. This is sick. This is sick. I am honestly glad when I see a YouTube video pull up talking about this, because this right here, this is beyond gross. This is beyond gross. But you know what? You know what? All I can do is honestly pray for those children and pray for Miss AJ Owens' mother. Um, I'm sorry that this happened to Miss AJ Owens. We are going to repeat that we need justice for this young lady. Like, I just I, this is crazy. This is crazy. I can imagine. It gives me she's gotten away. Yeah, Kimmy, I said the same thing too, because she also said in here that AJ Owens had been over there to get her together before. That gives me that you've been doing this for quite some time, sis, and you've been getting away with it. You've been getting away with it, because I guarantee you, based off of whatever type of neighborhood this may be, based off of that, y'all know that. And I hate to put this out there like that, but law enforcement responds based on what neighborhood you in, the sincerity, I mean the severity of your call. Okay, they do all of that stuff. It's a priority thing for them. So they weren't going to show up for something like this, not as fast as they needed to show up. I don't know. Hey, just cats. Let me check. Let me check. I don't know as of yet, and I'm probably going to have to do like a deep dive to find out. Um, Hold on. Yeah, because I want to make sure that if I do find one that we are doing. Okay, so let's see. GoFundMe for this. Okay, now this is by a reputable news source. So let me see if it has the link in here. Um, let's see. Let's see the GoFundMe account. Okay, so this is what the article says. It says an online crowdfunding effort is surging with donations to help the children of a black mother of four unalived in Central Florida over the weekend by a neighbor who lawyers have described as a racist white woman. The GoFundMe account for AJ Owens has been steadily receiving contributions since it started on Monday. Okay, so let me gather this here. Okay, I want to just check it and make sure. How you can help. You can donate to this cause and support the funeral and memorial expenses for AJ. It does state that the goal has been met for that. You can donate to contribute to AJ's children education expenses, donate to contribute to housing and all other living expenses for the family. So give me just a second and I'll drop this in here. This was created by her mother. Okay. This GoFundMe link was created by her mother. And I also made sure that this was the same one that has been listed in all of these publications as far as like articles. Um, let me see here. Yeah. So this has been posted in quite a few articles, one being News one being the Independent, one local place there, and then as well as CNN as well and Forbes. So I will go ahead and post this. I just wanted to make sure that it was the correct one. Um, okay. So listen, I did paste that in the comment section, that GoFundMe link. And if you want to double check before you do donate, that is totally understandable. Because I do know sometimes when things like this go on, there are evil things that are still taking place from other people with no heart. Okay. Um, but I'm also gonna put that in the description box of this actual video. I'm also gonna let the people know you do need to do your own research before you donate. I always advise people of that, especially when it comes to the GoFundMe. So do your own research, and then make your donation or your contribution after you are comfortable with the research that you've done. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna put that in the description box of this video and also put that in the parentheses. Okay, because I want to make sure that everybody understands that it's totally up to you to give, but those four children are going to need this support. Those four children really, honestly, are going to need this support. So give me just a second here. I'm gonna do this while I'm live. Sorry, guys. I'm typing. General cost and to support the four children. Okay. Um, Hold on, guys. I'm almost done. Please do your own. All right. All right. So I saved that so that it will be in this in the description of this particular video, just in case if you guys did not catch that link or is having any issues with it. It's in the description box of this actual video. As far as the GoFundMe link, and then I'm also going to post the article in which I found it. So give me just a second. Let me read y'all's comments. Thank you for posting. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Like I just my heart breaks for this mother and those four children, honestly. You have a good heart. Praying God will bless you. Oh, thank you so much. I listen. One of the things that I typically always do, because one thing that you guys know is that women, it literally, it just does something to me to honestly see mothers, especially, I don't know if she was a single mother. I don't really care if she was a single mother or not, but she was a mother. And for her life to be shortly taken away from her children and done in front of her children is so crazy to me. I just, my heart breaks for them. It does. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you, and thank you all for those who are going to donate. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, it man, this is a lot. It just so convenient how she didn't fear what the mother would do when she was throwing skates and hitting the kids with the umbrellas, but then you checking in your boots when she comes to get the iPad. Exactly. But this is why I say, girl, you have been looking for every reason. You've been looking for every reason to do exactly what you did. In my opinion. In my opinion. You've been looking for a reason to do it. Because if you've been throwing racial slurs at these children, if you've been doing all of these kinds of things, then this is what you intended on doing. The mom has a good write up about her daughter. Yes, it is. There's a lot of details, which is why I'm confident that that's the correct GoFundMe. But again, I prefer for everybody to do their research. Y'all white are really weird in the part of Florida. A lot of sundown towns. You know, I can see that. I can see that. And you know what? Now, I'm not gonna say now more than ever, but now you guys realize, living in 2023, we are seeing a lot more of what's been covered up for the last years. Like, I think that, you know, the panorama, and even after that, it started exposing people for who they really were. Of course, we were having these cases before then, but now it's exposure time. Like, it's exposure time. These sundown towns need to be exposed for their crooked ways. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when it comes to the Rasheem Carter case. We're not gonna stop talking about that. I need to update you guys on that, because there was also another young man that almost got unalived the same exact way, or the same details, like the same story. It's so crazy to honestly hear and see how this stuff has gone. I just, I don't know what to say. It's very heartbreaking. Very, very heartbreaking. Um, yes, I just checked it out. Very nice information. Yes, it is very nice information, and I can read a little bit of it here. So this is what she said about AJ. AJ Owens graciously affected all she came in contact with. Her infectious personality. She had a smile that would light up a room. But most of all, she was known for how much she loved and absolutely lived for her four children. To say that she loved her children unconditionally is an understatement. She was a single mother, okay, whose life centered around her children. She was the team mom for her children's football cheerleading team. She excelled personally as a manager in the restaurant and hospitality industry. She was a devoted Christian who believed in bringing her children in a supportive Christian, bringing up her children in a supportive Christian environment. After being a devoted mother, she was a devoted friend that took friendships to heart. There wasn't anything that she wouldn't do for those near and dear to her heart. She often would give to other single mothers that were in similar situations that she has been in previously before. I just have to honestly say that this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. So I encourage you guys, go check out the pictures, go read the article. And listen, if you decide to give like honestly, like, that just means a lot to these kids. And I don't even know them, but I know that they're going to need the support going forward. They're going to need it. They're going to need it. At too feisty. That's why I stay in California with these prices are out of control. This red state or something else. Yeah. Beautiful soul. Absolutely. Child Lord help me because I would have wrapped that umbrella around her neck. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I just honestly, it's just crazy how cowardly she was. And honestly, this video really bothers me. Why is you walking with your head down? Pick your head up. Pick your head up. Your head was not down when you needed when you was doing any of that stuff, y'all. I can't. I can't. Well, listen, y'all. I wanted to bring this information to you. There are some other stories that I'm gonna be covering as well. Just because of the fact that I know we it's Friday. Okay, so I am gonna go live again here in about I say 30 to 45 minutes where we're going to discuss, trending things that are going on. But I did want to talk about this. My intention was to talk about this yesterday, but I wanted to make sure that I brought you the correct information or as of what I knew. So I had to do a little bit of research in regards to this. And again, just praying for this family, just praying for these children and the mother. Okay. Listen, y'all, I appreciate you all for tuning into this. Make sure that you share this so that people will know that they need to honestly get the information on this and just again just wish well for these for these children and their grandmother. Really the BS in all these United States. You can't really get away from it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's so much going on. Like, I just don't understand. Like, we get it. Laws are different in other places, but the one thing that really bothered me the most was the fact that this lady wasn't arrested. Like, you can live your life, you can do what you want to do. I mean, you had time to like literally like that was just crazy to me. That was absolutely crazy. Okay, listen, y'all. Again, we'll be going live to discuss some other things. Yes, we are going to also discuss the y'all's favorite bishop. Yes, indeed. So anyway, you guys make sure that you tune into that live. I will be posting the link to that here shortly. And then also in that live, we'll also talk about Hot Topics episode tonight that will be airing with Scotty by Nature TV. Okay. So again, I appreciate you guys for this. I wanted this to be strictly about Miss AJ Owens. I didn't even monetize the video because again, I feel a type of way. You know what I'm saying with certain things like this. And I told you guys that even when we were talking about the Shanquilla case. So I appreciate it. The likes mean a lot. I want this to be able to get out. And with that being said, guys, I'm about to exit off and then I will meet you guys here. And I say give me an hour, y'all. Give me an hour actually. Okay. All right. Bet. And I will see you guys then. Peace.